Alright, so today's lesson is Ooni pizzas. Yes, that's right. It is time to bring out the Ooni, the best and probably most effective and probably honestly safest way to do this was to go ahead and pre-cook the crust. So, before we get too far ahead, I am doing a margherita style pizza on a chicken crust. I'm very excited to try this out in the Ooni. I hope this goes well. I have not tested this yet. This is why we're doing it this way, so good thing I have more chicken in the fridge if I need it. I'm going to go ahead and cook my chicken crust, get it partially done, mostly done, whatever, and then it can finish cooking in the Ooni, but the idea is I don't want it to stick to the pizza stone in the Ooni, because the last thing I want is to make a perfectly good looking pizza, be super stoked about it, and then because of all the moisture in it, it sticks to the pizza stone. So I don't want that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, half cook the crust, get that layer of fat off like I have been doing with the few others that I've been doing. And then we're gonna make a sauce in the meantime, a nice homemade tomato sauce. And then I got some fresh mozz, and then we're gonna add some sun-dried tomatoes, some basil leaves to it. We're gonna make it look nice and pretty, but that's what we're gonna do first. So I already have my crust already formed out for me. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the oven, and then while this cooks for about 10 minutes at 425, while this cooks, we're gonna make our sauce. So let's go ahead and make our sauce. All right, so I have my saucepan on about medium-high. I have 1 can of San Marzano peeled tomatoes, and this is the 28-ounce can. I think that's honestly all they sell them in, but who cares? So, next, I'm gonna add about 3 large diced up, rough chopped cloves of garlic. Now this is going to get the old stick blender, so it doesn't have to be like all minced at once. Nothing has to be chopped up. It's gonna get blended up, so it's not the end of the world. Then I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt to this, about a ½ teaspoon of sugar, and these leaves are kind of small, so you want roughly about 2 tablespoons worth of leaves, depending on how big or how small they are. But you don't have to chop them up or anything. I'm just gonna throw them in there whole. And then I don't have Parmesan rinds. It's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of shredded Parmesan. And then we're gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil to this. And then I'm just gonna let this simmer, break down, do what it needs to do for about 10 to 15 minutes, just to get nice and hot and let everything kind of work its way in there, and then we'll hit it with the stick blender. All right, so the sauce is done, chicken crust is done. Go ahead and give this a little buzz. All right, and then at this point, adjust it. If you want it a little sweeter, add some more sugar to it. If you want it less sweet, or if there's too much sugar for you, add just a little bit more salt. That's done, that's pulsed. I left it a little chunky, not too chunky, but a little chunky. All right, so I had quite the contraption. I had to double spat this, but we got it, and she slides a little bit. So that means that we're good on that end. So let's go ahead, put some of our sauce on here. This is gonna be nice. I like this. Feeling a little saucy, but not too saucy. I don't wanna add too much. But next, I'm going to do these little mozzarella pearls. And I'm just gonna kinda chunk them. Now I probably will use the metal one to get it out of the pizza oven, because for some reason this wooden one just does not want to pick anything up. It just wants to push it all around. It doesn't do what I need it to do. So we're gonna use the metal one to take it out. But regardless, then I'm gonna add some of these chopped up sun-dried tomatoes. And I did roughly about 5. Then I'm gonna do just a little bit of the Parmesan. Okay, she's ready. I will put the basil on after because I don't want the basil to get overcooked in the oven. But there she is. Let's go fire up the Ooni pizza oven. Alright, so this is the finished product. Not bad. The sun-dried tomatoes got a little bit of char on them. I wouldn't go burnt because they're not completely burnt. But they did get some char on them. That's okay. It still smells great. So I'm going to try and find some of the bigger leaves and throw them on here. I'll make it look so sad. And I am very glad that I pre-cooked it. Based off of how it cooked in the oven and how everything went, pre-cooking it was a very good idea. Because if I didn't, it probably would have been a very messy, bad, sad mess. So I'm very glad that I did. Then I'm going to put just a little bit of black pepper on there. And then we're going to drizzle just a little bit of olive oil on top of this. And ladies and gents, there you have the first chicken crust in the Ooni pizza oven, margherita pizza style. Let's eat. So I'm going to go with this guy. Oh yeah. Cheers. So the little bit of char on the sun-dried tomatoes is kind of nice because it goes with the char on the outside of the crust. The bottom only got char from the semolina, which is fine. Again, I'm just happy it didn't stick. Now, with other toppings, it could be interesting, I don't know. But I'm just really glad that it did not stick. And honestly, once you get to the outside of the crust, it's got a nice crispy texture to it. But everything's cooked all the way through, and the nice fresh basil, the little chunks of mozzarella, it's almost like eating a chicken parm, pizza style. But even some like balsamic on this would be fantastic. This, bueno. Very good, very happy about it, very tasty, yes. Well guys, there you have it, a margherita style pizza on the chicken crust. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, and you're new, and you're excited to see more Ooni pizza content, hit that sub button down below, tell me what you guys think, and as always, peace out, and I will see you guys in the next one.